A few words about me before I talk about the US military base in Ramstein, Germany. Grüß Gott! Hi, hello! Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If this is your first time here, then don't hesitate to watch the introduction. If you already know who I am, then you can skip the part and simply watch the part in which I talk about the US military base in Ramstein, Germany. If you don't know who I am, then let me introduce myself. First of all, I do apologize for my voice. My voice sounds terrible. Unfortunately, I am sick. I have been sick for a few days now and I just don't know what it is. Could be allergies, maybe I caught a cold. I do have slight fever, I think. My nose is clogged. Did I already mention the fact, yeah, I have a headache and my face is kind of swollen and I just feel, I don't know, dehydrated. I don't know what it is. Like, if I get sick, then it just hits me really hard. Like, I rarely get sick, but right now, that's just what I have been dealing with. A few words about me before I talk about the US military base in Ramstein, Germany. I am German. I was born and raised in Bavaria, Germany. In my other video, I talk about my life as a military wife and my life in general. Please don't hesitate to check out this video. My husband is in the US military. My husband is American. He was born and raised in South Carolina. And I am also a mom. My son is over a year. Again, don't hesitate to watch some of my other videos. Hopefully I'll be feeling better soon. And today's topic is the US military base in Ramstein, Germany. If you are not familiar with US military bases, especially US military bases in Germany, then let me tell you this. If you want to enter a US military base in Germany, then you always need a valid ID card. I don't know where my card is right now. It's in my wallet. So if you go there, you need to show them your ID. And if you don't have an ID, then you need a sponsor, and this sponsor can sign you in. For instance, if you are dating somebody who's in the military, or if you are friends with somebody who's in the military, then you can ask them, hey, can you please sign me in? And that's what they can do. You will get a visitor's pass. You have to sign this pass. You have to keep this visitor's pass with you, and also the sponsor has to be with you. There are a few military bases in Germany. For instance, there are military bases in Bavaria, Germany. I am originally from Bavaria, so I have seen a few military bases in Bavaria. For instance, Ansbach in Bavaria is fairly small. For instance, Grafenwöhr is a bit bigger, and another military base that I've seen is Hohenfels. That's kind of in between. It's not really big, it's not really small. but I haven't seen all parts of it. And yeah, I've never been to the Air Force Base in Ramstein, Germany. So some military bases are, if I'm not mistaken, joint military bases. So that means you will have somebody maybe from the army and also people who work for the Air Force, which is another military branch. And the one in Ramstein, I can show you here. Of course, you will see more pictures, but I also want to show you this. This was in the hotel there. Here you can see it says Air Force Inns. So that's from Ramstein in Germany. Honestly, the hotel and the Air Force Inn is so cool, like beautiful, beautiful. Like the rooms and the area also. We only spent a day and a half there, but it is very, very impressive. So you have actually so many cool things that you can see there. There's this one German restaurant that is really an authentic German restaurant. I really like this restaurant. And there is also this very big PX and a very big food court. The food court in Grafenwöhr is not as big as the one in Ramstein. So there's Subway also. They are serving wraps, salads, but we also have Subway in Germany, right? What else is there? Then of course Dunkin, the coffee shop, right? Dunkin Donuts. We also have that in Germany. But there are really a few restaurants that can only be found in like a US military base. So if you go off post, you may not find the same restaurants. So I did like that German restaurant. That was an authentic German restaurant. And of course I love going to Dunkin'. I'm a coffee lover. And I just found the US military base in Ramstein really impressive, especially because I've only seen smaller US military bases in Bavaria. And another thing that's really special about the US military base in Ramstein is the fact that they even have an airport there. So people who are PCSing, for instance, people who join the military and they live in the United States, they often, if they have to come to Germany, then land in Ramstein because there is a special military airport there, and they have planes and there's an airfield, and that's what really makes it so special. The fact that there is an airport and they have planes, and that can be really like impressive if you think about it, you know? And I just really found it very impressive. Like I almost got lost. It is huge. And you can just spend a lot of time just walking around, exploring the big PX, the food court. They have lovely little stores where they sell souvenirs. I bought a new shirt there. It says Ramstein Germany. Sorry, I wanted to pause the video because I wanted to show you this. That's the shirt I was talking about. I couldn't decide whether to take the one in gray or black. All of them cost 13 bucks. And this one here was also $13. And honestly, I really couldn't decide which color to take because I liked all of them. I was gonna buy all of them. I was gonna buy the one in black and gray and this one. But yeah, I don't need 3 shirts, you know, so. But do you like the color? Do you like the color? Let me know in the comments. I just really wanted to have this shirt because it's just a great way to remember, you know, the time that we have spent there, and certain clothes I just tend to associate with certain events. You know what I mean? Like, I remember a lot of things when I see my clothes. So there's this one outfit that I always wore when I traveled to California, the red shorts and this flower shirt. Yeah, when I see certain outfits or some of my clothes, I just always tend to associate those outfits with the places that I've been to. I don't know, is that weird? And now I have another cool shirt that I now have in my closet. And I am probably gonna wrap up the video because I also need to get some rest, probably. But yeah, seeing the military base in Ramstein, Germany has been really, really nice. And if there's one takeaway, it's just that if you ever have the chance to go to a military base, then do so. Try to visit one. Maybe if you have a sponsor who can sign you in, or if you are, of course, a military wife, or if you are dating somebody who's in the military. Yeah, try to maybe go to a military base one day. It's kind of special, but of course, respect the rules, respect the laws, just be kind and treat other people with kindness. Yeah, don't behave inappropriately, because after all, it's a military base, you know. And yeah, if you have the chance to go to a US military base, then try to have some fun. Look at the stores there and maybe some of the restaurants that are offering food there. That can really be a breath of fresh air, so to speak. Yeah, I just always like going there. It just always kind of makes me feel, I don't know, just good, not always being stuck at home and just the same old. That just can be boring, you know, when you're stuck in a rut and you're doing the same thing over and over and over. That can just be boring, you know. But I think I should probably wrap up the video. Sorry, this is just really messy. My camera. Anyways, thank you so much for tuning in and being a part of my journey. There will be more videos, of course. Thank you for clicking on this video, and I hope that I will see you again in the next video. Bye! Cheese!